Good afternoon, children of class 10. Now, today I welcome you on my online trigonometry class part 15. Today I will teach you applications on complementary angles. But before teaching complementary angles, I want to let you know what is a complementary angle. Angles which are equal to, when two angles equal to 90 degree, we call it a complementary angles, and when two angles when added becomes 180 degree, that is called a supplementary angles. In your previous classes in class 4, 5, 6, yeah, class 7, you know what is a complement and what is a supplement. So today we will not deal with any supplementary angles. Today we will deal with complementary angles. Anything that is equals to 90 is equal to complementary angles. That means two angles. Suppose 30 degree and 60 degree. If they join together, they becomes what? 90 degree. So 30 degree and 60 degree, they join together, they becomes 90 degree. So this is a complementary angle. They form a complementary angles. So what is a complementary angle? I would request children to write all these things in your copy. It is very important. What is a complementary angle? You should know and you should have a clear conception about the definition of complementary angles. If the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, if the sum means the addition of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then one angle is said to be complementary angle. So, if sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then one is said to be complementary angles. Now follow this figure. This is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle means one angle is at 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle and angle ABC is at 90 degree. Clear, children? We know the sum of three sides of a triangle is always 180 degree. The sum of three sides of a triangle is always 180 degree. This portion is 90 degree and this is theta. Theta means nothing but angle. So what will be this angle? We know if this is 90 degree, other two will be equal to 90 degree because sum of three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. So if this is theta, this one will be 90 minus theta. So what will be the angles? One angle is 90 degree, another angle will be theta, another angle will be 90 minus theta. So I again repeat, what is a complementary angle? If the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then one is said to be complementary angle. For example, two angles can be 40 and 50. If you add 40 degree and 50 degree, you will get 90 degree. Then 25, 65. If you add these two angles, you will get complementary angles. Because, so one will be complementary angles. So generally, instead of writing 9, means if you add these two, you will get 90 degree. In generally, the angle, one is theta, another will be 90 minus theta. And if you add these three, the summation will be 180 degree. So it proves the rule that sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. In general, the angle 90 minus theta and theta are complementary. So we know that theta and 90 minus theta, that are complementary angles. So if you add 90 degree minus theta plus theta, that is equal to 90 degree. That means instead of writing one angle, we will write 90 minus theta. Now you have to remember these things. These sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Memorize them. Cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. So you can see that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Just sine the next ratio, that is this coming. Cos 90 minus theta, we know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So obviously cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. Cosec 90 minus theta is equal to sec theta. Sec 90 minus theta is equal to cosec theta. Cot 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. So remember this thing. If you remember this portion by heart, then doing applications will be easier for you children. Now, if you ask me, ma'am, if instead of adding or if instead of subtracting, if we add, what will happen? Now look, sine 90 plus theta, what it will be? Sine 90 degree minus theta minus 2 theta, that is equal to cos theta minus 2 theta. So we are just putting 2 theta over here, minus 2 theta. So theta minus 2 theta will give you minus theta. So minus cos theta. So cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. Then tan 90 plus theta will minus cos theta. Cosec 90 plus theta is minus sec theta. So if you add, your corresponding ratios will become negative values. So children, please write this portion in your copies and memorize this portion well. I am coming with applications. Now coming to applications. Children, the sums are very easy, but you have to do it very carefully. Without using table, find the value of cos 75 degree by sin 15 degree plus sin 12 degree by cos 78 degree minus cos 18 degree by sin 72 degree. Alright. So, what you will do, the given expression is this. Alright. Now, instead of cos 75, you can write 90 minus theta. What's theta? This value. So, cos 90 minus 15. That is equivalent to cos 75. Instead of cos 75, what we are writing? Cos 90 minus 15. I have shown over here 90 minus 15 is equal to 75. Instead of sin 12, we are writing sin 90 minus 78. Instead of cos 18, what we are writing? Cos 90 minus 72. And the lower denominator we are keeping the same. Now, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. So, what theta? Sin 15 theta. Cos 90 minus theta is equal to, we have just learned sin theta, sin 15 by sin 15 degree. Sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta, we know. So, instead of sin 90 minus theta, we will write cos theta. Theta here is what? 78 degree. So, cos 78 by cos 78. Cos 90 minus 72. Instead of cos 18, we are writing what? 90 minus 72 is 18. So, instead of cos 18, we are writing cos 90 minus 72 degree. So, cos 72 degree means cos theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta, sin 72 degree. Now look, both the numerator and the denominator are of same values. So in fraction, the numerator and the denominator get cancelled, we get 1. So 1 plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, we get the answer 1. Alright, coming with next application. Now coming with some other applications. The value of sec 49 by cosec 41. Now sec 49 degree by cosec 49. We know cosec 90 minus 49 will give you cosec 41. We know sec is equal to cosec. So cosec 41 degree. Cosec gets cancelled, we get 1. Then sin 72 degree by cos 18 degree. Instead of sine, we can write 72. We can write sine 90 minus theta. That is 19 minus 18. That is equal to cos 18. Cos 18 cos 18 get cancelled. And since this is a fraction, we get 1. Now, in sum number C, if sine 23 is equal to P, find the value of sine 67 in terms of P. Now, sine 23 is equal to cos 90 minus theta, where theta is 23. That is equal to cos 67. So 90 minus 23 is equal to 67. So cos 67. So we know sin 67 is P. So obviously cos Sine 23 is equal to P, so cos 67 is equal to also be P. We know sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. This you should know by heart. Sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to root over 1 minus cos square theta. Instead of theta, what we'll write? 67. We know cos 67 is P. So instead of cos 67, what we'll write? Cos square 67, that is equal to 1 minus P square. So sin 67 in respect of P is root over 1 minus P square. Alright. For today, the sums, this application based sums only I am giving you for your classwork. So today's classwork is from your Ganit book, exercise 24, sum number 1 to 3 based on this principle, and sum number 2, 1 to 5. Any problem, contact me in this number 98754. Today's classwork, children, from your Ganit book, the sum 1 which is based on these two application. Sum number 1, 1 to 3 and sum number 2, 1 to 5. Any problem, contact me in this number 9875441516. For today, thank you, children.